What's up, guys? Good evening, guys, and this is Garbage Gals on Pirates of the Caribbean film series, and I'm gonna head off for the bed for right now. I'm just gonna have to do the long story sort of about the medications to the mom and dad, and the P for Parker. And one is half of the promise there. It's my friend Brittany. It's my friend. It's my his sis. It's my friend for senior year. Is she got her sister Brittany, and she's got mentioned for Bradley for the college class, and that's gonna have to do something. Was gonna have to do all I have to do is get my job interview, and that's what all I have. So all I know is take about the finish off my SST. So I took the SAT for the 1 hour for math test to a free official test, and I got my books. I was gonna need to finish up for about just about 30 couple hours, and I'm gonna write. I'm gonna start calling off of math, reading, and writing. Writing is always about the African lion, and that's gonna have to do something that just looks like about writing and reading the stuff for my stories. It's gonna have a long study to do. I don't want. It's much kind of about my nervous there. That's all I need to know. My sister Bella, she's still spending the night here. But, she'd come back. She'd come back tomorrow from Wednesday for Thursday. Yeah, she was also the great freaked out, and it is the romantically. It looks and the Bible looks like it felt like the bad about it, and I felt sorry about my dad, mom, my brother, the sister didn't. The sister, I'm gonna tell them just next time before I go for the next year for WSU for college. If everything could be as long as I would, and would it have been about the cost for the $1,000 for the math, and it could be about 10 of about 20,000, 20 to $30,000. And I've been watch True Detective for the first season. For the episode is the long bright dart, seeing things, the long bright, who goes there, and for congratulate for Alessandra Daddario as actor by Lisa Tracknetti, and she knows meant to the Woody Harrelson, and she doesn't know the Steve Martin, and she doesn't know her. She is she well didn't know this. She's the best friends. It looks have the old dog. The old dog must dead already about 2009. She said she was a very great pet, and her dog named Vilon. She missed Levon very so much, and for thank you for the photo shoot with the autographs, and for the for the Baywatch Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, the Vines. The only things is that it could be just because you really thinks about how to lose weight, how to do sit-ups, and how to just stop eating to go to sleep for brush my teeth, just like much like about the white teeth about just 3 weeks, the couple every 3 weeks, every 21 days. So I have a very a longest as notice as you notice about he made it for the last year for this summer for July 2015, and he making the person I said on Uncle Larry, and his Uncle Larry, Jesse and Jeffrey made a kung fu video. He made it freaked out and Psycho updated. So Jeffrey he quits the comfort and make it up for the movie. For I'm not sure they have a he didn't freak out, he didn't like it, and he didn't notice about his Larry and Jesse. What is it his about his what is about all Jeffries is his fault, and instead of felt bad about it, formerly of the Terry and Jeff, he was the there was decisions from Jeffrey, and he was very interested, and I have the very uninterrupted, and I will see Donovan for my interview tomorrow at 2:30, and he works a lot about the full time. In my part time, it looks about a part the full time. It looks about for part time. I think it's about part time. As looks like about Washington State University for Go Cougars. So I am their paramedic. So I am very, very not disappointed. So I'm not doing for the deliberate disabetes. I don't deliver disabetes so my father did in 2000 and 2009 from 2000. And my dad believes when I was a kid, I was 5 or 14. So I didn't notice it just lost of time, just a couple of times, just as because a lot of the stress, a lot of my body growing up problems. He wasn't involved. He was in the decisions. It was in it could be. He could be the 65 million times and 6,500 charges to me. There were 600. There are 3,000 charges to me that cost a lot. And the cost and the madness, fatal and stress. This is my medication. This is medical requires his disabilities and ability, liability. I wasn't gonna look around that way. I wasn't gonna look around for the read someone else. You can really interesting as looks. Well, again, I was sort of forgive up for my friends. And then what happens whenever what happens, and the same's together and same's to you. If you wanted, then I thank you for farewell for the Puyallup School District from 1998 through 2016. Goodbyes for 18 years. She also do great way. It's mostly they have reunited to go out for my college friends. Respect for the peoples, others, and around there, and around the other one, and around a lot of them. It's mostly they have a very interesting. They have so we're going to be romantically as doing have the art teachers. Miss Malian is a good teacher. This is my old friend from my program and my advanced placement program is also to have ceramics, design, drawing from Miss Scheinbaum. She been there for the last 4 years. I am for the last time, for I have seen somehow where I am forget about for a thing for Griffon for Logan and Alessandra from Percy Jackson's second movie for the last 3 years. So also did try this anything that could be one of the blessed for love, everything could be have to do them for have to do this. Everything could be for you. As long as I can, as long as I know. So you know this very interested. It's uninterrupted. As you notice, it was very important. They have a very enters that rear interrupted. Just as blessed as what I think of what's happened there. I just noticed about Sandwich State. This is about Sandwich Station for Alex. They have a full of readers full of long stories. And Psychos and healthy, and most of them have the healthy choices. They have a lots of healthy for Sandwich Station. Celeries, carrots, broccoli, and tomatoes. And she has for the movie theaters from August 7, 2013, from the last 3 years. Everything could be very acceptable. It could be about they're paying attention, the other people just like this. Everything could be prominent, and those are you apply for your college and university, and your jobs and the part time. It's actually did have you have to get your wallets. Do you have the cash, debit cards, and credit cards, and your phones with you, and keep a headphones right while you guys running with the iPods. Everything could be everything could be not to get lost. Everything to keep the arms out for the iPods, for the earphones, and the small towels without put in your pocket. So I am very anxious and thankfully waiting for you for a long time. As did I see anything, cause I read for it, and my brother just go back downstairs. He's going to bed. He's playing a game a lot. He's playing a game with his friends. And downstairs computer is not It's not gonna connect it with my internet. I don't know. The connected internet is. So I'm gonna ask my brother. He's gonna then show the internet where it is that they're disconnected. It's gonna have to take a couple of seconds, about 5. Connected is also the best way. As the Lotus the mantle before. That's the latest sad occasions. What I ever heard as some. It looks like about for every 15 minutes or every year. A lot of the 1,000 people all the way around the world. It's so sad, and it was something to kill by the drunk drivers. Every 15 minutes and shattered dreams, and they will be responsible for them for other people. Hundreds of thousands people were killed. The injuries, wounded or dead, and they murdered by intoxicated manslaughter by the drunk drivers. They brought there for the alcohols, bringing the beer cans, bottles, and boxes anywhere. Texting your friends and on the phone is not okay to be the driving around for responsibilities. That's your responsible. So so they have it exhausted, very entrusted. They have it really arrested for the DOI for the manslaughter. For Judgment Days, against versus for the drunk versus for the prisoners. For every 10 years, 10 to 20 to 30 years to state prison. For every 15 minutes for the make it up for a person on set for movies. So, over. It's over. Once again. So I am doing a YouTube channel for Without the McJuggernuggets and 1,888 videos. Big Brother has a video. He lost weight in about 98 days and transformated for them 3 months. I do have a really interested to have his friends and hang out there. And new ones that could be for specials. Jesse have to do the college and dorms, and her girlfriend Juliet, or his girlfriend Juliet. For anything, could be having the problems there. Really, really good. Yeah. Alright, mates. Don't forget to subscribe some more contents, and do I have to do is watch my videos, watch my YouTube, and thank you very much every day. And thank you for coming in. See you tomorrow, Pirate Team matey.